Hey my loves, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local light worker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer, and it gives me great joy to create a new pick a card reading for you. This is going to be episode 3 from the Committed Love series. I am going to be exploring the topic of how your baby shower is going to play out. We're going to look at the characters, the mood, and maybe even the astrological season when your baby shower will take place. I'm already so excited I can barely speak. So I have here for you 4 options because, as you guys know from the introduction of my first episode, we're manifesting spiritual stability. We're manifesting this beautiful love commitment energy, and we need the energy of the Grandmaster number 4. And we have here 4 different options. And if you watch the entire series, you will have this recurrent theme of 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 repeating throughout the entirety of the episode. I don't know how many I will have. I think I might have 6 more readings to come. I do want to urge you guys to have a look down in the description box because I have created a couple of pick a card readings last year that fit very well with the theme of this Committed Love series. For example, there's a pick a card reading on how will your spouse propose, how will your married life be, so on and so forth. So please explore those. Today I have for you here for group 1 a rose quartz. This is a rough rose quartz, the stone of love. Then we have a rough amethyst, the stone of spirituality. For group 3, we have a rough clear quartz, the stone of purity. And then for group 4, we have rough citrine, the stone of happiness. Feel free to pause the video now, meditate, take a deep breath in, feel your way through these options and choose the one that resonates for you the most. And if you've made your choice, then, well, I'm super excited to see you at your group. Bye, my loves. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. I'm really happy to have you here, my loves. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this rough rose quartz. And I already have here your oracle cards pre-shuffled, but I want to live shuffle from the cat tarot to try to uncover what the tarot has to say. To try to uncover the tarot. No, I'm not that ambitious. To try to uncover what the tarot has to say about your baby shower. I have to say this is the seventh time, yeah, when I'm trying to actually record this reading. So I'm not sure what's happening. Either there are strong interferences energetically with your group, or there are some nasty, envious people out there cursing my channel at the moment. I hope not. I hope that both your energy and my energy is safe. I'm going to do my best to transmute it in this reading, but it's just a lot of interruptions, and I felt the need to speak up about this because that's how we kind of interfere with whatever negative energy is being sent our way. Let me clear my throat as well because I can feel my voice is very raspy in your reading. So there will be a lot of interferences. There will be a lot of unexpected things. You could even be recovering from a cold right in the day when you will have your baby shower. You might not be in the mood for it. I'm getting a sense that you will be a little bit stressed out. Just like I am feeling the energy of this reading. It's like pressing that record button the 7th time. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to give up on this pick a card reading, but I didn't, okay? So I think you're going to push on through. You're going to push on through, and even though you might not be happy with dealing with so many people, even though there will be a lot of interferences and annoying things happening, you're gonna stick to it. You know, it's like, no, I am going to have this. It's going to happen. I am going to, you know, give birth to my baby one day. I'm getting a sense that you might feel quite hormonal in that period. I have the feeling you're going to have your baby shower before you have your baby. You know, some people choose to have it before, other people 1 year after the baby is born. It depends. It's all a pick and mix kind of situation, right? And personal preferences involved. But I have a feeling you're going to have it like when you'll be 6 months pregnant with your baby. and you're just gonna feel quite, you know, uncomfortable in your body, right? The baby might be quite large. You might be retaining a lot of water. There could be like a lot of hot flashes that you might be having. I'm getting a sense that you just want to lie around and drink tea or just chill, you know, like you don't want to put up with entertaining a lot of people. But at the same time, I feel like you want to see your friends. And the tarot cards that we have here is the Seven of Wands. Yeah. How fitting is this to what I was saying? So yeah, it's like, stand your ground, my little soldier, stand your ground. You're gonna push on through. It's like, well, I sent out all those invitations. I wanted this baby shower. My friends coerced me into it. Let's have it, you know? And you are just going to super enjoy it. This is what's going to happen. So I have a feeling that, you know, in the morning of the baby shower, you might be feeling like, I'm not going to be able to put through this, you know, it's like, I can't be arsed, you know, it's like the mood is not right. But here's the funny thing, if you push on through, on the other side of this kind of a feeling of malaise or like a really bad funky mood is happiness. You're gonna feel super cuddled. You're gonna be the center of attention. Your friends are gonna shower you with gifts. You're gonna just stand there and receive, you know, because I feel that you're already radiating quite a lot of light in your environment. But maybe you're this kind of person that was a little bit peer pressured into having a baby shower, or you said yes in a moment when you're very happy, and then you figured out the logistics, the details, the practicalities of organizing a baby shower, and you were like, you know what, I'd rather just put my feet up on a pillow and watch TV all day long than deal with this. But you're gonna push on through, and I see that at least 5 of your closest friends are gonna help you out with the food, with carrying the gifts and unwrapping them, with giving you, like, I guess I'm getting a sense that one of your friends is gonna, so first of all, 2 things. It's gonna take place in the summer, and it's gonna be a really, really hot day, and I think that's gonna contribute to your general feeling of, oh, it's too stuffy, I don't wanna move around too much today, you know? And the other feeling that I got is like one of your friends, the closest one, the one that always kind of caters to you somehow, is gonna dab a piece of cloth into icy water and put it on your forehead. I get a sense that you might suffer a little bit from, you know, that the word that keeps coming up is in Romanian, insolație, which is basically like a heat stroke, right? But it's not like a real stroke. It's not like your heart is gonna stop or anything. It's just that the top of your head might feel very hot because you've been standing outside a little bit in the sun, or the sun has been beating through the windows quite strongly, and you might be feeling a little bit headachy or dizzy. But I feel like you'll be surrounded by all these people that just genuinely want to be there with you, and they want to kind of like mollycoddle you, and they're very happy that you're finally pregnant. That's kind of what I'm hearing. So yeah, I'm getting that you're a person that, I think you're just like me, you know, a kind of person that resisted the idea of, oh, getting pregnant, you know, having a baby, conforming with all the things that come with a baby, you know, like, I'm gonna have to get my baby christened, or I'm gonna have to have this baby shower, or, you know, organize the wedding. So I have a feeling that you're a little bit like, meh, not so excited about the party, about the planning aspect, but you like the party aspect of it, if that makes sense. And I think that this is why your friends are helping you out, and they're gonna relieve this tension because they notice this. They feel like they notice that this is your weakness, that you're not so good at planning, or that you can be good at planning, but you don't really want to do it. You know, it's not your forte. You have to struggle, you know. You could have Saturn in the 6th house. It's like, oh, planning and organization, be gone, you know. We have here the Queen of Swords. Yes. So I'm getting a sense that the majority of you that have chosen this pile, and also look, my hair looks incredibly crazy and I've been playing a lot with it, so you don't feel confident about this whole baby making, party organizing aspect, right? But you like to just be a participant, right? A lot of you that have chosen this group have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius influences in your chart, so you're quite innovative, you're quite loopy, you can be quite out there with the ideas that you have. You can change your mind very quickly, you know, in the middle of a baby shower that you took a lot of time to organize in a very traditional way, all of a sudden you can stand up and be like, but you know, baby showers are a sexist, patriarchal institution, and I declare that we abolish them. And we throw a discotheque for babies, you know, or like silent disco for mothers that are pregnant. So it's like there is a sense of you want to be rebellious and innovative, and you want to do things in a different way, but at the same time, peer pressure kind of makes you conform with already established ways of having fun, right? So this is what I'm getting, you know, it's like you're a queen couch. You like to think a lot about how things will be, but when it comes down to actually pragmatic details, you tend to be a little bit unenthusiastic, and this is where your friends are coming in to help you out. Yeah. Wow, so it's really beautiful energies. I feel like you're very supported by the people in your life, okay? So you have nothing to be sad about, but I can understand why you might feel out of your depth, or, you know, you might not like to conform to traditional ways in which a coupled life and a married life and the life with a baby should roll or should exist or should follow, right? So let's see. Your oracle cards are Lady Luck. Yeah, so you're going to be very lucky. I think a Sagittarius friend in particular is going to help you out. I'm getting a sense that the majority of you are going to be Gemini ascendants, Gemini suns, or Gemini moons, and you have a very good Sagittarius friend, so the opposite of you. And if there is something that Sagittarians are very good at, is having a great time and knowing how to organize it, but knowing how to organize it not in a way that a Capricorn would organize it, right? Step by step, procuring the best food, weeks in advance, organizing the monetary transactions so that everything falls into place perfectly on that day. No, Sagittarians will be like, let's blow this big balloon castle and see what happens, you know, or let's just randomly call in food from 3 different shops and see what our guests like, you know. They're very spontaneous, they're very on the spot, and I think you're gonna really appreciate that. Some of you are gonna have a Venus in Aquarius as well, and you really like that spontaneous aspect, you know, of organizing things in one way, and then all of a sudden you have a friend or someone else that kind of throws you a curveball, and then the situation changes randomly and you're like, haha, surprise, I love this. So I think you're gonna have a lot of fun. I think you guys are gonna play cards as well during your baby shower. So some of you could be tarot slingers, you know, so you might pull up your tarot decks, your oracle decks, and play around, try to find out the characteristics of how your baby's gonna look like. That's kind of what I'm hearing. And we have Mercury, communication. Yes, a lot of chit chat, a lot of commotion, a lot of things being moved around the place, a lot of, you know, where's the scissors? Where's the knife to open this gift wrapped arrangement? Where, you know, where is my husband? Where are the relatives? Where did my friend go? Why did they go to talk to that caterer? What's happening? You know, so a lot of communication, a lot of facts being exchanged, a lot of WhatsApp conversations or FaceTiming happening at the same time as the party's going on, a lot of email exchanges, you know, random things, random people coming through, and a lot of chit chat. So you will find out a lot of information about the lives of your friends, as well as how they view you during this party. And I think a part of you was already intuitively picking up on that, and maybe that's why you didn't want to actually attend a baby shower, because I'm not sure what your relationship with gossip is. You might enjoy it, but on one hand, I think that it drains you a little bit, you know. Final cards that I have for you, the Black Cat Psychism. Yeah, you're gonna pick up that something weird is happening, and also, as I said, you guys might actually whip out the Ouija board, or I think Americans pronounce it Ouija, right? I don't know, I just have a sense that you guys, you know, you might have a cat, the cat might be involved in the fun as well. I'm getting a sense that actually your baby shower, in spite of the fact that it will take place in summer, it will take place during either a solar or lunar eclipse, or there will be a full moon. It's highly likely that there will be a full moon with so much chatter, with so much activity. It could be a full moon in Sagittarius or in Capricorn. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, full moon in Cancer? No, but I think it's a new moon in Cancer that we have during that night. Night? So the fun is going to extend until the night. And I think what I was getting with Cancer was not the full moon, but a Cancer, a mother figure, is going to be very important in helping you kind of clean up after the baby shower is over. So that might happen like in the evening of the baby shower. A maternal figure is going to help you clean up. We also have here Bat, rebirth in consciousness. It's interesting. I think that you will tire out, because that was the interruption that I was feeling. Like I was describing the situation, all of a sudden I kind of like block, you know. So you will tire out, or there'll be a moment when you just need some time out, you know. I feel like you might spend some time in the bathroom, just taking deep breaths. We have here the Bat. Yeah, so it will definitely take place during a really interesting astrological event, and I think that's why you guys are going to play around with psychic things. Maybe you're going to take out your crystals, your tarot readings. I feel that you guys might even go outside and look at the sky. There could be like a meteor shower, or there could be a really fun astrological event. Maybe there will be a conjunction, like the previous Saturn conjunct Jupiter transit happened in December of last year. I am getting a sense that a full moon is actually a very good indicator of when your baby shower is going to take place. And if you are in a different culture than Western cultures, potentially maybe you might be Indian, I think that you have a lot of rituals to celebrate full moons, and especially those that are related to, you know, births, weddings, and baby showers, right? It could be that this baby shower was also arranged for you by a priest or an astrologer to fall on a really important full moon. Okay, and the final card that I have for you, Earth Angel. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting. Yeah, so you're a light worker, you're an intuitive empath, and I have a sense that that's why you get a little bit like you like being around people, you like to help, you like to talk to them, you like to get to know them. But you need your alone time as well, because you can absorb so easily the energy of other people. So that was the thing that I was picking up here with all the, you know, with the Queen of Swords, with the gossip. I think on one level, you kind of like the drama, you like the tea being spilled. It makes you laugh and chuckle. And I think that's like those moments when people tell you something and you're like, oh, what? Oh no, you know? So it's super fun. But on the other hand, it's kind of like you're able to detach and see the higher perspective. So I think that, yeah, especially if you have Sagittarius and Aquarius in your chart, you tend to be a little bit removed from daily chit-chat and daily facts being exchanged about who did what did she say, what did he say, you know, things like that. So you need some time off. And I think by the end of the day, by the end of the baby shower, it will be really successful. You'll have to put up with a lot of interruptions and a lot of random things happening, but you'll need some time out. And I think you're going to sleep like a baby with your baby inside of you at the end of the day. And your mother is really going to help you out, clean up the place. A mother or a maternal figure. So if you're not on such good terms with your mother, this could potentially be your best friend or somebody that stays with you towards the end of the day, even your spouse. You know, if your spouse is very into cleaning and helping you out, then this is what's going to happen. I feel you're going to have a really restful night trying to just take in everything that happened during the day. But all in all, it's gonna be a really fun celebration happening on a full moon in summer. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope I gave you some details to help you imagine your next baby shower. Some of you might already be pregnant and, you know, you're thinking about organizing it. So here were some of the details. Okay, well, if you've enjoyed this reading, I hope you'll tune into my next pick a card, which is gonna be episode 4 from the Committed Love series. Ciao! Hey group 2, welcome to your reading. I'm so happy to have you here, guys. I hope you're having a great day wherever in the world you might find yourself. So this is episode 3 of the Committed Love series. The reading can be enjoyed on its own or as part of the series. I recommend it as part of the series because it's much more fun in this way. But this is going to be on the topic of your baby shower, and it is for those of you that were drawn to this Amethyst. So I have here your oracle cards. Whoop! You already saw one of them. Don't take a peek. And I'm going to live shuffle from the Cat Tarot first, just to get an insight as to what does the tarot have to say regarding the energies of your baby shower. So let's find out. Okay. Okay, you got the 10 of Pentacles. Good news. So I feel like there's going to be an abundance of everything during your baby shower. I feel like there will be a lot of food. there will be especially a lot of food. I see you guys like going way over the top. I feel like it's gonna be like a 7-layered cake. There will be lots of champagne for your guests, but a lot of like fruit juices for yourself, you know. I feel like your guests are gonna be pampered with some gift bags as well. This is go big or go home kind of energy, you know. I also have a lot of cards that came on the table, so I'm just gonna pick the first and the last. Yeah, the Fool. Whoa, it's so much light that just entered the room right now, and it's being refracted in the mirror of my neighbor. This is like, wow, I'm getting a sense of solar energy, like really strong solar energy. I don't know if you're a celebrity, or you could be married to a person that is very wealthy, and your baby shower is going to be a marker of this wealth. See, the light immediately went back behind the clouds. Super interesting, right? Just for that insight. The Fool talks about, you know, taking a leap of faith, and it's about, in this case, it's about being bold enough to go big or go home, right? Throw a large, lavish party to celebrate the fact that you are pregnant, you conceived. Congratulations. And I think that for the majority of you, this is actually, you've been planning for such a long time to have a baby, and now that it happened, and now that you found the right spouse, and the fact that the spouse will be wealthy, you're like, you know what, once in a lifetime opportunity. I think for the majority of you, you don't know if you're capable to have another baby because you've been waiting on this one for so long, or your baby was created with the help of in vitro fertilization techniques, or in some cases, in very small cases, your baby will be adopted. So I have a sense that it's like, I don't know if I'm ever going to have such a party ever again. I want to celebrate the fact that I'm a mom. I want to celebrate my partnership and my child, so we're gonna go big, 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 okay? I'm getting the sense that you might have trained animals as well, like a sort of like mini circus display or a circus performance. You will have balloons, you will have clowns. I have a sense that, you know, like very important people might be invited to your party. And you and your spouse are gonna touch each other a lot. You see them, the way this hand is touching the cat as it's eating, right? It's a lot about, you know, having plenty and showing the world that you have plenty, and feeling quite luxurious and prosperous and happy, you know, like you've reached the zenith of your life. You have material wealth, you have intimacy with your spouse, and now you're gonna have a baby, and it's like, yes, I got it made. You know, you've got it, if you've got it all. We have here the Page of Cups, which is a really funny card because it shows this cat drinking from the toilet. But this is about, in this context, I know it's a little bit weird to transmute the energy of a cat, of a picture of a cat drinking from a toilet, but in this context, hear me out, this is about feeling nourished, feeling hydrated, feeling at your best. You know, when you're hydrated, all of your systems are firing exactly as they should. You're in the flow. You feel like all of your material needs are met. Therefore, you can connect or focus with the higher needs, right? Our connection to the divine, our desire to love, so on and so forth. You know the pyramid of Maslow. It tells you all you need to know about human needs. But I am tempted to say that here, there might even be a sense that you will have some sort of water sports around. There could even be some funny, like toys. For example, there might be an obstacle course that is being arranged, and there could be like a moment when the participants have to jump into hoops, and then just for fun, somebody's gonna exchange the rubber ring or whatever the hoops might be with a toilet, you know? Things like that. Like, I'm getting like a lot of pranks will be pulled by the participants, and I think that it's gonna be like a large festivity. I don't know why, but you see with the sun here, a lot of attention will be drawn towards your baby shower. I'm getting a sense that even journalists might be present. Oh my god, what is like, who are you guys? Let me know, okay? If you're on my channel and you resonate with this reading, it's like, can you invite me to your baby shower? I would be really I'd be really interested in participating. But yeah, this is a very, like, if this is not about public wealth and acclaim, and if you are not married to somebody that is well known, this is about wealth, just expressing your wealth, exploring it, or kind of like making it known that you are happy. You're finally, you know, you took this risk and now it paid off and you're pregnant and you have everything you need and you are generous enough to share it with other people. And there is this new beginning, this offer in love, you know, this new, but it's the love that a mother has for a baby, you know, rather than anything else. So it's kind of like your heart is breaking open, which is kind of weird because I don't think that you need to throw a lavish party, but hey, you guys do you, okay? If you want a lavish baby shower, go for it. This is what I see in the cards for you. For some of you, I'm getting a sense that you will be somewhere at like there, I see a table with lots of people eating and drinking, you know, and relatives coming in and out, like kind of those brunches that, for example, French or Italian families would have in the summertime. I don't know if you guys went to one of those. It's ultra fun, okay? Because there are so many people at the table. The table is super large, and you know, they all exchange all sorts of communications on top of each other's heads, and there's a lot of wine and there's a lot of good food being passed around, and literally you can stay in this brunch from 12 in the afternoon until 12 at night, right? And you know, from time to time people get up and they do other things, like they play football, or I don't know, they garden, or they take walks together, and they come back to the table and they continue. So it's like, it's super fun. I'm sure that this doesn't pertain only to Italian and French cultures. I'm sure that, I don't know, Middle Eastern cultures, for example, might be doing that as well. But that's just my experience, okay, guys? So yeah, I see that this other scenario happening for the other group of you that did not resonate with the vast, lavish party. So it could be three scenarios that I see here. You're gonna be together with a famous spouse, and that's why the attention of the media is gonna be on you, and you're gonna decide to throw a large lavish party, you know, throw it in their face. If they want a spectacle, they're gonna get a spectacle. And the others of you, you're gonna be married to a wealthy person that might not be so well known, but still you're gonna have a lot of things to give to other people. You know, I see gift packages. Your guests are gonna leave the place with a lot of like nice mementos of you and your spouse, and maybe the name and the future date of birth of your child, or things like that, chocolates and little trinkets, you know, inside those gift bags. And others of you are gonna have this kind of like, your baby shower is gonna basically be just a get together with you and your spouse's relatives, in this kind of like large summery countryside backdrop where people are just gonna have a lot to eat and a lot to drink. And there's just gonna be this feeling of, you know, we just have so much, you know, like I feel that this is such an abundant energy. Yeah, and I see with the flowers here in the background, yeah, there will be lots of flowers, lots of insects, you know. Yeah, somebody might need their inhaler, because I guess that some of them might be a little bit allergic, or they might have some sort of like respiratory reaction to all the pollen in the air. I'm just saying. But yeah, it's gonna be a really lovely time. So let's see, I don't even need to look at the oracle cards, but let's see what the oracle cards have to add to this. Leap of faith. Wow, so you have leap of faith twice. This is so awesome. And it says here, I'm ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me. I feel the majority of you that have chosen this path are not yet pregnant. And I feel that you're worried about getting pregnant. And I'm here to just give you a clue that if you are to get pregnant, you are so gonna enjoy it, and you will be supported along the way. And the baby shower is gonna come as a wonderful celebration of the fact that you are so supported. And look at this light that filtered through right when I was delivering this message to you, okay? So if you don't trust me, trust the divine. It's here in the shape of weather. It's communicating these messages to me and to you. So yeah, leap of faith. Take this leap of faith, organize the party, get pregnant, get married, get happy. Or, you know, you just do you. You don't have to listen to what I have to say. Virgo, the alchemist. Yes. So you might have been a little bit worried about the nitty-gritty, the details. I feel like you're this kind of person that very likes to be in control of the small details of the everyday life. And sometimes this could give you like a horse blinkers effect, where you don't see the beauty of the world, you don't see the bigger picture. But I feel that in this case, you've done the good work, you were discerning, you waited for your husband, you found an amazing spouse, and now you're just like, let it rain, baby. I'm making it rain with money, with food, with acquaintances, with throwing a lavish party, with an obstacles course race. Why not, you know? I'm getting that some of you might even have some sort of like gifts falling from the ceiling, or some sort of surprises falling from the ceiling. I just feel this confetti energy falling from above. It's really, really fun. We have here as well the owl, wisdom keeper. I'm not sure why, but this is giving me like a Jupiter vibe, Sagittarius energy. So your spouse could be a Sagittarian, you could be a Sagittarian, you could be a really interesting combination of Virgo, practicality, and Sagittarius, lavishness, you know, exaggeration, thirst for more, right? Because that's what Jupiter does. It expands everything it touches, and in this case, it will expand your waist because you'll be pregnant, and it will expand the bellies of your participants, and the food and the drinks and the gifts and the resources that you will create and be able to share with others during your baby shower. Broomstick cleansing. Yeah, so there's something here. I feel that with this party, with this kind of large gathering, you are saying goodbye to a period of your life where you potentially had to do with having little, or where you were just, people were not paying attention to you, you know, you were just just a person, a random person working in a job that was kind of gray, and you know, nobody paid attention to you. And now through your association with your spouse, I feel like yeah, it will feel a little bit like you're exercising your witchy magic. It's like, how did I find this spouse? This is amazing, how I manifested this person, oh my god, you know. So you're gonna be in this really elevated energy where you will feel that you've done a lot of good work. Virgo is a lot about, you know, patting yourself on the back. You did everything that you had to do, and now the universe delivered, you know, as expected. And it will also give you this feeling like it will level you up somehow. I don't know. I feel like during the baby shower, there will be one moment when you'll have like this insight that there's so much in this world, like there's so much prosperity, there are so many objects, there are so many goods, you know. It's like nobody should do without. I even am getting the sense that you might talk to somebody quite important at this baby shower, because I did say that you might have some important people there, about finding a way to donate some of the food to other people that have less, or finding a way to support people in need, other mothers that are in the same situation as you. Maybe you might want to create some sort of like pro bono baby shower service, you know, for mothers that come from low income households or something like that. There is a sense here that you're gonna want to give back, you know, because Virgo, cleansing energy, witchiness, this is a lot about working in the service of others. And with this wisdom card, I do think that you're going to see beyond the material lavishness. It's like, that's okay, I've learned how to create that, you know, I've learned how to manifest that, but I want to do something more, something cosmic, something kind, something humanitarian. Yeah, so I think that this is what's coming up. The proud Pierrette. Oh, so this is the final card that I have for you. And yeah, this confirms very well. For a second I wanted to say conservates, but why would conservate fit into this context? You might want to preserve some of the things that you had at your party, and as I said, donate them to people that are less better off, you know. So I think that as you wake up from the baby shower, you'll see how many gifts you have, and you're gonna want to donate some of them away. That's kind of what I feel, because you know that you have a lot, you know that you're super provided for, and you're gonna decide to, you know what, I'm gonna give back. I'm gonna continue my celebration of the gift of life, which is the most important gift ever, by offering, you know, the resources, the gifts, the food, the drinks that were left to the people that were not able to enjoy them or come from backgrounds that are quite impoverished. So that's what I see for you, number 2. That would be amazing if this is the conclusion you reach after this incredibly lavish kind of reading that I had for you. So bless your kind heart. We need more people like you in the world. Okay, so if you've enjoyed this reading, I hope that you're able to tune back into episode number 4 from the Committed Love series. Hopefully that's going to be the next reading that I will put out on this channel, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hey group 3, hey my loves, I'm so happy to have you here. This is for those of you that were drawn to the clear quartz. Welcome. I can't speak today, guys. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be on the topic of your baby shower, and this reading can be enjoyed on its own or as part of the Committed Love series. This is episode 3, okay? So I have here your oracle cards pre-shuffled. You guys are going to have a lot of fun during your baby shower. I think there's a lot of goofiness that's going to happen, a lot of home-baked goods. I'm picking up on that already. Apple pie. I think a lot of you are really into apple pie. Some of you could be American because apple pies are kind of like a staple of American cuisine, right? Live shuffling from the Cat Tarot to try to figure out more insight into your baby shower, but I'm already picking up on so much. God, I don't know why, but I have such a strong connection with you, group 3s. Maybe because I'm a life path 3 and this energy gets really activated, but maybe on some level we could share the same kind of pick a card choices, although I am not choosing anything for this series. So let's see. The cards that you have here, 4 of Pentacles. So feeling like you need to hold on to things. What are you holding on to? You're a little bit afraid of your life changing when you'll have your baby. And I think you're going to talk to your friends, you know, about this. You're going to feel quite nostalgic. A lot of you have Cancer placements, those of you that have chosen this group. Maybe that's why the emotional connection, right? So I feel that, yeah, Cancer suns, Cancer moons, Cancer ascendants, some of you even Cancer Venuses. You're going to be like, Oh, and some of you, okay, but this is just for a minor group of you. You're gonna get quite emotional because you're gonna talk to your friends about an abortion that you might have had when you were younger and how having this baby right now is kind of healing that, you know, it's kind of making things right again. Because I feel a lot of you lived with a lot of guilt and shame about the thing that had to happen, you know, because you did not have the material resources or the system of support to help you raise that baby, so you had to make a very tough decision. But I feel like you're healing this now. And I have a feeling that your baby shower, very different than group 2, is gonna be a small private affair. I feel like you guys are very private. It's gonna happen somewhere in your living room or in the living room of one of your friends. It's a large room with a lot of windows and couch seatings and arrangements. And I feel you guys are gonna be on the floor on blankets and it's gonna be very cozy. I have a feeling this is gonna take place somewhere at the end of autumn, beginning of winter, if not fully into winter. Yeah, I'm getting a sense that you guys will have your slippers on. Some of you will have like hair bonnets, you know, because you might do some hair treatments. And you're just gonna all sit around. I feel like you're gonna have warming drinks and you're just gonna start to, you know, open up emotionally to them about this thing that happened. And I feel like crying as well, you know, because I can feel how important this was for you and how difficult it was. I'm trying not to cry. Okay, I can feel how difficult the decision was for you and how happy you are that now you're pregnant and you're gonna have a baby and you have the conditions to raise the baby, you have the spouse by your side, you know, you have your friends. So yeah, let me drink some coffee. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I feel that it's gonna be a deeply emotional healing time. Wow, what a different energy from group 2. What a different energy. We have the 2 of Cups. For some of you, I feel that your spouse doesn't know about this and they will potentially walk into the conversation, or you might not hear them, or they might listen from the kitchen, or there will be some kind of way in which they will hear what you're talking and it's gonna make them closer to you somehow. It's gonna, I mean, I feel like you are afraid to tell your spouse about your past. I feel like, as I said, you carry a lot of guilt for what happened. And I feel that you're afraid that if you tell your spouse, they might have a bad opinion of you. But on the contrary, I feel that this is gonna bring you closer. It was 4:44 when I looked at the recording time. So yeah, grounding this stability, right? So beautiful. Yeah, you see how the cat's tails are intertwining. So cute. And we have here as well the Hanged Man. This baby shower is gonna feel like you carved out some space where time stopped. I feel that maybe you had to combine throughout your pregnancy work with all of the arrangements that you needed to undertake in preparation for welcoming the baby. And when you're having this baby shower, it's like, oh, I just want to block a Saturday or a Sunday away from the world. I just want to get cozy. I want to talk to my friends. I want us to eat cake. You're gonna have chocolate cake. That's kind of what I'm hearing. And I don't know, I just want to chill. And that's exactly what you guys are going to be doing. And I think that because you're going to have this emotional moment, it's not only going to bring you closer to your spouse, but it will also help your friends see you in a different light. I feel that the majority of you that have chosen this group, you're quite stoic. You're this kind of person that struggled a lot in life because maybe I don't feel like you have the support of your parents, and you had to provide funds for yourself. Like materially, you had to take care of yourself throughout your life. And then you found your spouse, and your spouse is kind of from the same background. This is not you're not gonna marry a wealthy individual like group 2 did. And there is still this feeling that, you know, well, we're gonna have to continue to work to support ourselves. But yeah, that's the thing. I feel that right now, people are seeing you in a completely different light because you're becoming more emotionally open ever since you got pregnant. And you're able to just cry more in public, you know, or tell people stuff from your past that you never shared with anyone because your heart space is opening, you know, because of the love that you have with your spouse, because of the fact that you feel more materially safe and you feel like being open with people is not going to compromise your chances of attracting money or being seen in a professional way, you know, by other people. Because I feel like for the majority of your life, most of your relationships were those that you had with people at work, and you were kind of staying away from this idea of family and children. And you met your spouse, you fell in love with your spouse, and ta-da, this magical, beautiful thing happened. So yeah, the Hanged Man, seeing things in a different perspective. And I think in this case, it's about being seen in a different perspective. And I think that because this is the card of Pisces, and Pisces is this, in a higher vibration, it is this energy of forgiveness. This is about forgiving your parents, forgiving your mother, forgiving your father. Yeah, I warmed up so quickly during your reading. I think it's because of this emotional energy. You could be having a very strong Moon-Pluto transit when this happens. Queen of Pentacles, feeling on top of your game, feeling like you've acquired all the resources that you need to buy things for your baby, to take your baby to the doctor, to take care of your child, to put them into a nice daycare. You know, you've got material things sorted, and now you can grow even further. Queen of Pentacles is just one step away from becoming an Empress, which I think is going to happen to you once you give birth. Then we have here the 8 of Cups. Yeah, emotional overload. I think like you might even have another moment of sweet like intimacy and tenderness with your spouse as you're washing the dishes after the baby shower is over. I feel this is the moment when you guys are gonna cuddle and they're gonna hold you, and you're gonna have this really sweet moment of, you know, your spouse kind of reassuring you that there's nothing for you to worry about or be ashamed, that they understand why you had to make that decision, and that they're happy that now you're having their baby. It's so sweet. I'm trying not to cry again because this is really touching, you know, guys. It's really, really sweet. It's so rare to find connections with people like this nowadays. So lucky you. And we have here the King of Wands. I think this is representative of your partner, and you know, the Queen and the King. You guys are counterparts on equal levels. They might be a bit more feisty and compulsive. They might be more impulsive, I wanted to say. Okay. Compassionate and impulsive. And when you put them together, compulsive. Wait a minute. I think Jupiter in Aquarius just gave me this weird sudden moment. Compulsive, compassionate, and impulsive. So why do we use compulsive in a negative way to judge other people when it can actually be a beautiful merging of being impulsive but also compassionate, compassionately impulsive, compulsive. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna leave this moment in. I'm not gonna cut it out. I think maybe it might resonate with some of you out there. Maybe those of you that have chosen this group are Aquarians, and if you know that what happened to me right now, this is your existence on a daily basis. It's just being amplified collectively at the moment. All these sudden moments of deep awareness and insight related to the way we think and the way we speak. because Jupiter and Saturn are in Aquarius, right? So this is happening to you guys on a daily basis. Your sun in Aquarius or a moon in Aquarius, right? Because astrologically speaking, it has been shown that women tend to identify more with their moon sign rather than their sun sign, because the sun shows our goals, but the moon is our capacity to nurture, how we love, how we relax. So you could be a moon in Aquarius and you could be having these moments of choo, 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 deep awareness. Yeah, so the tarot, really strong in your reading. Let's see what the oracle cards have to say. Balance, finally. You'll be able to achieve it. And I think that this is the energy that your baby shower is going to have. Things will be calm, there'll be balance, there'll be a lot of intimacy, there'll be an emotional outburst that will be supported by your friends, you know, by the network of support you have created so painfully throughout your life, right? You really picked and chose your friends. You really spend a lot of time trying to figure out who you're gonna marry, and you had to endure a lot. And now justice. Those people are supporting you. Those people are loving you. They're reaffirming that it's wonderful to be you. And it says here, thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. So yeah. It's been a rough ride, but I feel like the moment when you'll have this baby shower, it will give you a period of time to reflect on everything that you have been so far in your journey of love. Goddess, yeah. So exactly as I was feeling, this role that you're going to step into, the role of a mother, is going to bring you closer to the divine. It's going to help you tap into this deep reservoir of emotions that you might have repressed due to your own painful situation with your parents or your mother or your family of origin. Yeah, I feel that this will help you as well connect to ancestors. Being pregnant is gonna really help you tap into, especially at nighttime through your dreams, into this universal consciousness, you know, into you being part of the planet. You're gonna feel like you are of this planet rather than against it or outside of it. I feel like you're going to include yourself more in your life by becoming more emotionally open and having these moments, random moments of emotional outbursts, you know. The moon, yeah. The moon is about the mother, emotions, nurturing. So you're really going to enjoy becoming a mother. I have the feeling that this is going to take place on a new moon or full moon in Cancer during one of the cold seasons. So I think that this could take place, you know, because we always have like a new moon in the opposite sign of the sun sign in that season. So I think if it's Capricorn season, it's winter time, there will be a new moon in Cancer. And then the corresponding full moon will be in Capricorn. Or vice versa. Yeah. Okay, and we have here as well the numinous mystery. Yeah, wow. So you're gonna get more comfortable with understanding that these mysterious things called emotions are actually helping you connect to other people, be a good mother. You know, the more you tap into your emotions, the way you give in to them, the way you learn to understand them, it's gonna color your life like it hasn't been colored before. And I feel that you have a lot of friends that are Cancerians or Neptunians, a lot of Pisces and Cancer energy in your chart, maybe some Scorpios as well. And these people are highly nurturing to you. They know how to create this yummy intimacy. They know how to keep secrets. They know how to nurture you. And they know how to protect you when you're feeling vulnerable and emotional. They're not going to laugh at you or push you away or use a sarcastic remark to get you to cover your feelings. These are people that are going to be like, let's talk about this, you know, this is what we're good at. Okay, let's talk about this. We're gonna listen. And the final card that I have for you, number 28, the Sacred Fool. So the Sacred Fool talks exactly about that, letting go of the poker face, relaxing into being yourself, not having to put up a brave, bold, stoic face in front of others, and feeling like, you know what? So I'm having a tantrum. I'm having a mental breakdown now. I'm laughing super loudly right now because I'm really enjoying what's happening. So what? Sue me, you know? You're just gonna get more into this energy of being more emotionally daring. You know, like if emotions pop up, I'm gonna feel them on the spot. I'm not gonna repress them. I'm not gonna cover them up. And this in turn is gonna do wonders for both your mental health and your capacity to be a really nurturing, wonderful mother. Not to mention that I will bring you closer to your friends and to your partner, because they will see the real you, the authentic person that is inside of you, right? Rather than just the perfect facade. So, oh wow, talk about emotion, my throat clenched. Okay, so that's what I had for you, group 3. I really hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments if it resonated, or, you know, I mean, I'm using this series as well to get you to imagine things. Feel free to let me know if you have enjoyed what I'm kind of imagining for you. But yeah, it's gonna be a really wonderful, intimate, cozy time, and you're really gonna enjoy it. So I'm sending you lots of love and hope to see you in my next installment, which is gonna be episode 4 from the Committed Love series. Bye. Hey group 4, hey my loves, welcome to your reading. This is going to be on the topic of your baby shower, and you can enjoy this reading on its own or as part of the Committed Love series. This is for those of you that were drawn to the rough citrine. I have a number of oracle cards pre-shuffled here for you, but I'm going to pull some cards live shuffling from the cat tarot, okay, to try to understand what is coming your way in terms of the baby shower. What is coming your way? Weird. Anyway, let's move on. So okay, we have the Ace of Wands. You're gonna move a lot during your baby shower. I'm getting that you might even dance. Yeah, I'm getting barefoot dancing on a rug. 3 of Cups. Ooh, there might be an argument that is happening between you and some relatives, a greedy relative. That's kind of what I hear. There might be a relative invited to your baby shower that, oh, I think this might be a person who has some alcohol issues as well, and you might not enjoy the fact that they drink too much or that they are asking for alcohol during a baby shower. They might misunderstand the idea of a party in this context. Strength, yeah, you're gonna have to build on your inner reserves also in order to handle this relative, but also because I feel that you might overexert yourself during the baby shower, and you might need to take some time off because you might feel the baby kicking too hard, or there will be some sense that, you know, you might endanger your health if you move around too much. I feel that those of you that have chosen this group are predominantly Aries, or you have, wow, what was that tremble? I wanted to pick up the tarot deck and it kind of meant like, yeah, there might be some muscle spasms. Yeah, I have a feeling you're gonna dance a lot, or you're gonna do a lot of things. I think that your friends are gonna bring their babies as well, and you're gonna play around with them. I see this person like picking up babies like this and trying to dance with them and like playing all sorts of games. I feel like you're super excited about becoming a mother, to such an extent that you're kind of wanting to show off a little bit how good you are with kids. And there will be a moment when you're just gonna need to lie down a little bit, you know, just chill with a glass of milk. I'm just getting a sense that you will feel very overstretched by the end of the day. Yeah, there could even be an animal, your pet, that requires your attention on that day. The Page of Swords. I feel like you're gonna start talking again to somebody that you haven't been talking to in a while. I feel that there was like a misunderstanding between you and friends. Oh, I did say that the majority of you that are drawn to this pile are Aries. Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Ascendant, yeah? It's like channeling and thoughts have been coming a mile a minute lately in my head, so I do need to take breaks in order to organize it. It's all this Aquarius energy, guys. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments how you're handling it, because I'm finding it a little bit frustrating, all this mental energy. But anyway, we do the best with what we have. So we have here Page of Swords. Yeah, so talking again to a friend that, as you see, this cat actually scratched the wallpaper. Somebody that did some damage to you, but I don't think that they meant it. I just think that it was a situation where they did something that they should have done, but it wasn't to harm you. It's just because they couldn't help themselves. I feel like this person has some issues with delaying gratification. This could also be a sibling. Maybe took some money from you, or there was some issues around money, and you're hashing it out. You know, you're forgiving them. I feel like they are apologizing to some extent, and you decided to invite them for the baby shower as well. One more card, please. So there will be a lot of like situations with relatives and siblings at this baby shower. I'm getting a sense that you guys might even have a pool outside, and I think that this is going to take place around the month of May, June, you know, as spring is turning into summer and you are very excited about being outdoors again. I feel like you're a very active person, group 4. King of Pentacles. I'm getting a sense that this could be about your father. I think that your father is going to provide a lot of the things that you need for your baby shower. Your father is one of the people in the family that is most proud of the fact that you're finally pregnant. So he's going to splurge on you. He's going to buy you whatever you need. You know, it's like, if you have a baby shower idea or expense, send it my way. I'll pay the bill, you know? Which is, I think... Yeah, I think it's going to create some tensions between you and your spouse, because the spouse might want to be like the provider, but maybe they are not as well off as your father. Or your father can afford it at the moment because they don't have other bills. So, you know, maybe they have a large retirement fund, or they just, I think, are earning a bit more than your spouse, and there might be some tensions between your father and your spouse as to who gets to cover the bills for the baby shower, which is a little bit ridiculous, right? Because it's all supposed to be a party, people are supposed to enjoy themselves, you guys already have a lot because you have each other, you're gonna have a baby as well. But yeah, there might be these kind of like traditional provider tensions between your father and your spouse. And the final card that I have here the 5 of Swords. Oh, some people might decide not to talk to each other. What? This is so childish. But yeah, there might be some tense situations there. I think that these tensions could be harboring for a while now. And I think that you're gonna be like a very good referee in this situation. I feel like you're a person that you grew up with a lot of tension, or you know how to handle conflicts. You don't back down. You're not afraid of conflicts. You can negotiate. You can get people to agree to a mutually pleasing compromise. And I think that in this situation, you're just going to turn your back away from the tension. You're like, you know what? If you guys decided to have an argument during my baby shower, I'm just going to go over there and dance with all the kids that attended my baby shower. And I'm just going to leave you two to hash it out over here. And I do think that this is going to be the tension between your father and your spouse over the ridiculous aspect of who's paying more for the baby shower and who gets to be seen as the bigger man in the situation. So yeah, all in all, I do think you're going to have a lot of fun. There'll be a lot of movement, a lot of activity. I feel like some people are going to spill some juice. I feel like there might be a pool, you know, situation where you guys might even float in the pool with some of those colorful, how do you call them? Colace, the word that comes in Romanian but not in English, like a lifeguard things. Give me a second, guys. Lifeline. So like one of those rubber lifelines, okay? Yeah, I feel that there might even be the hint of a pool party. You guys might throw a baby shower next to a pool or a pool party. Let's see what the oracle cards have to say now. So we have Speak Your Truth, Archangel Gabriel. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping me speak with integrity. So this is really good. I feel that, as I said earlier, you're just going to be able to cut any conflict or any situation that could turn dramatic very easily and nip it in the bud, you know. As soon as the tension appears, you're just going to interfere and going to be like, really? You're going to be doing this for my baby shower? Get out, or go outside on the lawn, or hash it out amongst yourself, but not during my baby shower. So I feel like you're going to be very empowered, you know, like Gabriel is in this image, like, yeah, this is supposed to be about me and my baby, not about you and your argument. And then we have, yeah, Cancer. There has been so much lunar and Cancerian energy in this reading, which I think it's also indicative of the fact that Mars switched signs from Gemini into Cancer, but it's also because we're on the topic of a baby shower, so I think it's very fitting that I filmed this reading today. So yeah, you're gonna feel very nurtured and protected by the female friends in your life. I feel that after this argument between the men, you're just gonna retreat with your friends, and I feel like you guys are gonna be like in the kitchen overlooking the pool or overlooking the area where there is some sort of outdoors activity for the kids, and you're just gonna be baking and, you know, chatting about how impossible men are, but at the same time how happy you are that you have a baby by your husband, you know. So there is a sense here of celebration. I think you will have your baby shower on a new moon, which is interesting because I feel that your inner strength, you're laying the foundations for this inner strength. You know, you're negotiating things very easily. You're not putting up with nonsense. And if you're doing this on a new moon, the energy is only going to grow in the next 6 months. So you might need to have a lot of strength when the baby is born to deal with the people in your life, maybe doctors, maybe you know, the surrounding environment. Maybe there might be some, you know, confusion around the baby's birth certificate, and you and your spouse are going to have to deal with that, you know. So I think that the strength that you're going to display during your baby shower is only going to grow, and you're going to become even more empowered once you have the baby in the corresponding 6 months. And then we have here, wow, the 6th rayed star, unification. Wow, so I think that you're gonna feel from the beginning that your baby comes at a time when you needed more soulmates in your life. So your baby would definitely be a soulmate, a past life connection. And I have the feeling that once you become a mother, things will start falling into place. There will be more wholeness in your life, a sense of completion, a sense of, you know, jigsaw falling into place. Like I'm reminded by their Radiohead song. So there is a sense here that you will feel things are flowing, finally things are coming together. I even feel like these petty arguments that happen between your relatives and your spouse, they're gonna naturally stop, you know. It's also because you're putting a stop to it, and you're showing your relatives and your spouse that you have a zero tolerance policy for them arguing in front of you, and especially not in front of you and the baby. But I have a feeling it's just like naturally they're just gonna stop bickering, because the attention will be on the baby and how to raise the baby, how to protect the baby, right? So this is kind of like a beautiful saving grace, you know, you becoming pregnant and having this baby. And then we have here the silver siren. So this card speaks about discerning the truth, you know, not putting up with BS, you know, finally standing your ground. I feel that you, when you become a mother, you'll feel ultra empowered, like a lioness protecting her cubs. I have a feeling that you might have been a person that is very, very beautiful and very attractive, and that's how you managed to gain things throughout your life, and you haven't tapped into that individual kind of fire. I think a lot of you might have a North Node in Aries, those of you that actually chose this group. And just the onset, the preparation for you having a baby, you know, becoming pregnant, having this baby shower, it's gonna bring out like the fighter in you. And this is a really beautiful role. I think that it's gonna melt this icy exterior that you might have had throughout your life, and allow others to show that, hey, you know, I mean, I feel like you're pulling a 180. You're going from this to this, or even a 360, complete transformation. See how warm Gabriel is and how cold the silver siren, right? You're gonna switch from coldness to warmth, from lack of confidence and being a wallflower to being ultra empowered, right? And I feel that the more the baby approaches, the more you feel this this fated moment of meeting your soulmate, your baby, or a soulmate, because the other one is going to be your spouse, you know, and your relatives might be soulmates as well, but of different natures. I feel like the more excited you will feel. That's why you're so energetic during the baby shower. I think that you're going to have the baby shower pretty close to the moment of giving birth, around the 7th month, and you're just going to feel that sense of momentum, you know. And yeah, a period of great, deep inner strength is gonna come after that. I was looking for the card. There are so many cards on the table here. But yeah, this is what I had for you. And also I think you're gonna have great hair, because I keep playing with my hair. And I think that sexually you're gonna have like much more confidence, and you're gonna be more bold. And I think as well that your hair is gonna look amazing, both during your pregnancy and after your pregnancy. So if you had any problems with that, I'm here to confirm the opposite, okay? So that's what I had for you, group 4. I'm super happy that you tuned into this pick a card reading. If you stayed with me until the end, thank you so much. And I hope to see you in my next one. Hopefully this will be another installment in the Committed Love series. We'll see how my intuition, inspiration, personal reading schedule goes. Okay, guys? Bye. Take care.